Johnny.
Hey girl.
What's up?
Prices.
I tell you. Do you read poems?
If I read poems, I love poems.
Do you know about Beowulf?
Girl, I live for Beowulf.
One of the greatest and first Anglo-Saxon poems, right?
Right, I know that, but I'll tell you something that you don't know.
What's that?
Do you know that the poem setting was in Denmark? Southwestern Sweden?
Really?
Of course.
Okay.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know.
But did you know that it begins with the genealogy of a Dane royal dynasty?
A mythic hero?
Girl, that is rather interesting. But you know what else is interesting?
What?
That Grendel, he killed the person in Erad for 12 long years.
Really?
12 long years.
Really?
He was a descendant of Cain and he was destined for hell.
Oh my, that sounds rather scary. But guess what?
What?
My lecturer told me that the poem begins and ends with a funeral.
Now talking about scary, that is what is scary.
I tell you.
Right. But did you know that the poem was written in the LG8 mode?
Really?
Of course.
Okay. But the Beowulf and his warriors were supposed to follow the heroic code. You know what that involves?
Girl, I say I live for poem. That's about loyalty and bravery, right?
And also heroism.
True.
Yeah.
You see, thinking about the heroic mode and the bravery and everything, that's what Beowulf he stuck out to the end. You know, he had bravery within him and he was so loyal to his people.
I tell you. But guess what I learned about the poem as well?
Girl, don't let me guess, just tell me.
It has a lot of literary devices.
Such as?
Alliteration.
And repetition.
Right.
That's true, girl.
Yeah. But when I was in survey of British literature class, you know, my group member and I acted out the poem in Creole. Yes. You don't remember?
Of course I remember. I'm just pulling your leg.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I remember it like it was yesterday.
Yo, Bill, me say I want to balance man around and choose something.
Oh, you mean? Me come to protect the Danes?
Me say slay almost 6 months now. I don't believe that's enough.
A joke can't make. Them did after the eye now. And me just rip them some mash them up and kill them, you know.
That's why you want bad?
Me tell you the geese them, the things them dead, you know. What kind of ducky beer with you see? And the real beer with you see?
Me say I come to slay Grendel. I choose something too.
Yeah, man. Me gonna rip up Grendel and cleanse her at again.
I can't wait to see this.
Yeah, man, we send back Grendel dark and where you come from. Yeah.
Alright, we see.
You don't believe me?
No, I don't believe nothing.
Watch it unfurled. Watch it.
What I see.
Now you have mermaids. Look like nothing up, that's up you laugh about. Have fun. So don't come call people demon. It's about blood all on you tonight. I'm gonna kill every one of you tonight. Every one of them gonna kill. Nothing happy to laugh about. Yeah, man. What's the boy there? Ugly boy that come to mash you up tonight. Mash up who? Kill out the fat man and we done yourself. Oh, you are ugly. Me name Beowulf. You know business who you be and me and Grendel. Hey, I'm a monster. But rip off the hand up. Rip off what? Watch ya. And what? You see now? Me rip off the hand. Where can about that? Mama! Go back where you come from. Me sound over them here for them. Oh, no, no. Look, I'm going to come up all day. What if I'm up? Alright. That's not forget. Yo, what you have to put my base?
Oh, you mean what me I do here?
Yeah, that's the one who you have over here. Me say, you kill off all of the people in the era. Hello, you kill my one son, you think say you have what's up? Blood for blood, what you hear about?
Oh, if I blood for blood, they say then, let's see how that work out.
Alright, anything you ready for me, you ready for too?
Alright, watch me. You see how me do Brandon?
You see how you do my son? Anything you do my son, I hit you ever do you back, that you will know.
Watch yourself.
Watch yourself. You to watch yourself and my base in the corner. If you come from my base, come on like say you bad.
Alright, which? Me coming back. Beowulf.
Alright, we'll see that.
Hey girl.
Hey, Lily.
How you doing?
I'm fine. How
I
are
can
you?
see. I like your shoe. I'm good. I'm good.
Thank you.
Anyway, remember yesterday when we were talking about the poem Beowulf?
Yes, I remember.
You sure?
Of course.
Anyway, I've got great news.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
You want to know?
Yes, of course.
So I heard that there's this poem. About poem. I love poems so much. I'm talking about poem. This talk show.
Yes.
It's coming on. Remember Literary Vibe?
Yes, I remember.
That same one.
The one from last year.
Yes, it's back on TV now.
Really?
And guess what?
What?
I saw the preview
Uh-huh.
and they're talking about Beowulf in it again.
Really?
Oh gosh, I can't wait to see
it.
Anyway, talking about can't wait. It's time. Let's go see it, girl.
Alright.
Good afternoon, TV Land, and welcome to our program, Literature Vibes. Today, we'll be creeping over into Britain. We'll be leaving this beautiful island of Jamaica, of course, within our minds to explore aspects of the famous, fascinating, and old but great Beowulf poem. Now, today, we will have in studio with us Dr. Shauna K. Lilly, Tuana Simpson Miller, and Dr. Andrea Ulrich. And I am your host, Flona Benjamin. We'll be exploring religion in the poem, and of course, we cannot afford to leave out the heroic code. Please have a pleasant viewing. We will jump right into that segment right after the break. Welcome back, TV Land, to our program, Literature Vibes. And as I mentioned earlier on, we'll be speaking about the Beowulf poem. Now, the Beowulf poem, it is an epic poem. And as we know, epic is an extended narrative poem, grand in scope, exalted in style, and heroic, of course, in theme, often giving expression to the ideals of a nation or race. Now, Beowulf poem is a heroic epic poem that is one of the most important works of the Anglo-Saxon literature. As we know, during the 5th century, as the Roman Empire falls, the Angles, the Saxon, and the Jutes migrate to Britannia from Scandinavia. Now, with that said, I will mention aspects of the Anglo-Saxon culture. Now, the Anglo-Saxons, they did not just bring the poem with them, of course, from Scandinavia. They also brought aspects of their culture to blend in the England setting. Now, one of this is their religion, which is paganism. And as we know, paganism deals with many gods. And this is being revealed in the Beowulf poem. Now, paganism. If we realize that the poem, it began with a funeral, and what makes it fascinating, it ends with a funeral also. Now, in paganism, there are several methods of burial. We have cremation and ship burial, and ship burial is evident in this poem. Now, ship burial, the way in which ship burial is done, it is not what we would think. Of course, the deceased is buried with their weapons, with their jewels, and all these material things that would deem them as great in their society. If we should look when scald was buried. He was buried with his weapon and all his treasure. Beowulf poem has two elements of both paganism and Christianity within its content. Now, this is as a result of when England was transitioning from paganism to Christianity. This is as a result of the Anglo-Saxon bringing their own paganism to England, and then missionaries in England was willing to spread the gospel, I would say, about Christ. That's why in the poem we have paganism and elements of Christianity. Now, ladies, in the poem Christianity, if we would realize that Beowulf, the great hero, wise and strong-willed as what we refer to him as, he took on this mighty demon monster from hell. And if I would say, I would like to add, are you getting the concept of what I'm saying?
Yes, we are.
Okay, I would like to add this to Christ coming as a single being to die for our sins and to help us to make it into eternity. And I believe that Beowulf was doing the same thing. He took on this great demon from the darkest part at what they describe as hell. And he took him on not with his warriors but as a single being, just for the sake of the Danes. And of course, as what you will talk about later, his loyalty, right? To the king, Hrothgar.
Okay.
Alright. Now, that is an element of Christianity within the poem. Now, if we should look at the pagan element, and which I found, of course, fascinating, where the poem, it starts with a funeral and it also, as we know, ends with a funeral. Now, if we should analyze the method of burial, it is not any regular Christian burial. It is a form of pagan burial where Skiles, the character that we know, Skiles, he was buried with his treasures, his weapons, and other simple material things that he would hold dearly to his heart. So he was buried this way in a ship, and this ship was sent off in the ocean. And I believe it is a fascinating thing because today we don't see this happening in our modern world. And if that was taking place back then, wouldn't it be something great to experience? Alright, now we'll be discussing the heroic code: strength, courage, and loyalty.
Loyalty is an honored trait in the poem of Beowulf, as in many other medieval tales. The idea of chivalry, that code of proper behavior, is associated with medieval knight, is centered around loyalty. I mean, loyalty for leaders, loyalty for your family, and even loyalty for friends. Now, in the poem Beowulf, we see loyalty coming out in many instances. Take for instance, when Grendel attacked Eroth, the persons in Eroth, Beowulf rushes over to help Hrothgar. Now, Hrothgar is a friend of his father rather, and it is because of loyalty to Beowulf's father why he rushes over to help Hrothgar. Now, not only did Beowulf went alone, but he also brought with him some soldiers. Now, these soldiers, they could have disagreed or shy away from the act of going, but because Beowulf was their leader, they were so loyal to him that they decided that, hey, I'm going with him. Also, think about it. They heard about Grendel and his attack and how terrifying it was and how he had torn persons apart, but they still decided that they're going to sleep with Beowulf in Eroth. And we see these coming out and we know that it has to be about loyal. Now, Beowulf was loyal to his father, so he helped Hrothgar. Now, the soldiers were loyal to Beowulf, so they stayed with Beowulf in Eroth. Now, when Beowulf killed Grendel's mother, she took it upon herself that she wants vengeance. Now, this revenge which Beowulf had, I love Beowulf so much I keep talking about it. Now this revenge that Grendel's mother has for Beowulf is just love and loyalty to her son. She was like, you killed my son, I'm loyal to my son, I'm gonna kill you. So it's something like that. Now after this, long further in the poem in Beowulf's life, we realize that Beowulf was still loyal to his people. He still decided that he's going to protect his village and that he's going to always stick out with them to the very end. He went off to fight another monster and he could send other, stronger, younger fighters to do this, but he was so decisive that this is what I want. I want to protect my people and I want to be loyal to them even to the very end.
Another theme that comes under the heroic code is strength, right? And strength can be seen in Beowulf because Beowulf actually slayed Grendel. And that just shows Beowulf's strength because the other the Geats that were in Heorot could not slay Grendel. But Beowulf was able to do that, right? And there's also another instance where Beowulf went to Grendel's mother's lair and he actually was able to pull out the forbid sword, which was very heavy, you should say. And Beowulf was able to lift it up. And not only that he lifted it, but he was able to cut off Grendel's mother's head. And that shows the strength that Beowulf has.
Another theme that is a part of the heroic code is courage. And if you ask me if Beowulf is a courageous man, most definitely my answer would be yes, right? And Beowulf is also motivated by a desire to prove his valor to others. And we can see this in the way he is boasting. And this boasting is not about self-praise. It is about showing and giving the people the hope that yes, he can do this, right? And we can also see that, prove that he is not giving himself praise because he give honor to God through all this that he's doing. And we can see where he give God thanks for his bravery and his skills in all these combats, right? And there are three deeds that in the poem, right, that prove that he is courageous and he is brave. These three deeds is we can see where he saves his people, the people of Utgar and Herod, and he also in his combat, the hand-to-hand combat with Grendel, and when he dives into the lair where Grendel's mother was and kill her, right? So all these show that Beowulf is a courageous man because he proved his strength, as my colleague said, and he showed that he is brave and is willing to do anything for his people.
There we have it, people, our literature vibes show. Now, I want you to join us next week for another episode of Literature Vibes with Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. In case you missed the show, to recap a bit, we spoke about paganism and Christianity, Beowulf praising God, and on the other hand, ship burial, offering of gifts, which is an act of paganism. And we spoke about the heroic code, strength, courage, and loyalty. There we have it, people, the strong-willed, wise, powerful, and great Geats warrior Beowulf. Thanks for viewing. Join us next week.